wonderful, amazing, fantastic Tim Sullivan. How are you?
I guess we come out in the day as well as night because it's daytime and we're here, right?
And it's swelteringly hot. I feel like I'm in the cell.
Hot. I think we're going to melt. This isn't the darkest. The darkest hours are supposed to be at night, so what are we doing here during the day?
I don't know. There's some event going on. There's
a movie by some crappy guy named Tim Sullivan, I heard. It's something about 2001 Maniacs. It's an X-rated movie about southern nymphos.
Yeah, with screaming involved and
sex,
breasts
blood,
and
naked people. And we got something for everybody in this movie. We got naked women, naked men, and we even have a naked sheep. And she's here. Jezebel is here, and you got to go and you'll get a little. She might not say more than but she's hot.
Well, she doesn't say much, but what she says is very deep.
In more ways than one. I always say to her, I love you. All I can say is that this movie is more politically incorrect than a phone call from Mel Gibson. So I hope you like it.
I can't wait. What did you want to bring to this one as opposed to the first one? What changed?
What did I want to bring to this movie? Well, you know, I love the first movie, but I think there was a lot of cooks in the kitchen on it. And we all had a different idea of what we wanted to put into it. So there was a lot of hesitation on how far we can go with a comedy. So I always view this movie as a splat stick, and I was determined on this one that we were going to really push the comedic envelope and just go where no horror film has gone before. And so far from the reviews, I hear we have.
Well, I knowing you, I'm sure there's the line that was drawn and you catapulted over it.
We danced across the line. We pushed the envelope and flew it out the window.
And of course, the fantastic fiends at home would love to know, how about favorite death in this one?
My favorite death in this movie? Well, like all my children, I love them all, but I would have to say the Brokeback Falcon death. Let's just say we give Brokeback new meaning.
Now I'm really intrigued.
Yes. We definitely make Brokeback literal. And as we always say, I ain't queer like that, but that don't mean you gotta stop.
And one last question. I know you're in a rush, but I'm
supposed to meet with some contest winners. Their prize was that they get to meet me. I don't know why that's such a big deal.
That's a prize?
Yeah, the prize was they get to meet me. So I got to go meet some contest winners.
Well, before you run off and make their day or make their year,
or whatever.
Having Bill Moseley as Mayor Buckman, has that changed the dynamic at all?
Bill Moseley sucks. I really wish we had. You know, he just was a pain in the ass, bitching about the food and the chiggers, and I try to direct him, and he's telling me, oh, look, there's that fly's called this. No. Bill Moseley is the best. I love Bill to death, and it's not just because he's standing over there. Move the camera so you can know I'm not lying. No. Bill's the best, and Bill is the perfect Buckman for this movie. Robert was the perfect Buckman for the last one, but Bill Moseley brought, he kind of studied Henry Fonda in Once Upon a Time in the West and brought that kind of thing to the park.
Very nice.
And it's really up to you guys, but there's no competition. There's a couple of James Bonds, there's a couple of Buckmans, right?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
But there's only one Tim Sullivan.
There's only one crazy enough to make a move.
Jack of the Darkest Hours.
No, don't eat that. Don't give me that. Oh. Hello, Darkest Jack here with my personal favorite star of 2001 Maniacs, Jezebel. Welcome to the Darkest Hours. How are you? Wonderful, wonderful. That's fantastic. So, do you continue your adventures with Lester in this one? Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And was it good working with Tim Sullivan again? How does he treat you as an animal actor?
It's taken many, many moons to get these wonderful people down here to the mansion, but it's finally all worked out. This is an absolutely wonderful group that you definitely need to know about and definitely need to check out. So without further ado, they've waited long enough. Let's get to the dissection, shall we? Go ahead, put your clammy hands together and give a nice cold welcome to Demonica and the Darklings. It's about damn time. Absolutely. Well, for those poor souls at home who don't know who you are, who the hell are you and what do you do?
I am Demonica Darkly and I sing.
I'm Devlin Darkly and I play violin and theremin.
I'm Deviate Darkly, I play bass.
I'm Draconia Darkly and I play cello.
I am DJ Darkly, and I play drums and synthesizer.
Very nice, very nice. Well, welcome to the wonderful manor. And I'm just dying to know, how did this debacle begin?
Well, it's the three of us here, DV8, Devlin, and I. Actually, Devlin and I were at a show. And we just kind of looked at each other and said, why don't we start a band? And we got DV8 on board, and we did it with a computer for about 3 years doing drums. And then thank the gods that we got DJ Darkly here. And he just made us grow so much just by putting in the drums being played by a human being who has a soul and feels the music much like we do,
Right.
And then
As dark as that soul may be.
The darker, the better. Right?
Exactly.
That's for sure.
And then Draconia came, and she's actually blood sisters with Devlin here.
Nice, very nice. Your music is wonderful. It blends so many different styles into this one unique art form that is just absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
And your live shows, or undead shows as it were, are absolutely great, full of energy and everything. In a perfect world where we're all millionaires and we can do whatever we feel like, what would your live shows be like? I could see them full theatrical experiences.
Fire.
Or fire. We like
Lots
fire.
of fire.
Lots of fire.
And belly dancers.
Belly
and-
dancers.
Nice.
Just a big production of. I see just a bunch of our friends with us, because to me music is just. It's what keeps me sane, and I love having my friends around me. I love having friends' bands playing with us and all that kind of stuff. And I would just love to have, our friends belly dancing for us, maybe some fire dancers, fire breathers, stuff like that. Just everybody contribute to a good cause.
Absolutely. Fire and hot chicks. Where could you go wrong, honestly? When musically and lyrically, what type of landscape do you try to project?
I can only write about I can only speak about the lyrics because I write all the lyrics. But for me, it's all growth. There's darkness, and you have your shadow, and we all have that dark part of us. But instead of dwelling on that darkness and letting that darkness fester, the way that I get it out is I write. And so my whole, little slogan about myself is "Sing darkly but live brightly." Because I'm literally writing myself sane by getting, all this stuff out of me. And then to sing what you write brings it completely, the circle is complete. And to get it out of me, singing for me, that's my instrument. When people ask, what do you play? My voice.
Actually, I have to say that the great thing about being in this band is that everybody here is doing what they love, Me and Devlin played strings in elementary school and high school, and it's you always hope that you're going to be able to use that later on for something that you really love, and it really joins for each of us to play or to sing what we love to do, and to join that with the music that we love, and that's really something that you don't always get to do in your life, and it's definitely become something that's very important to everybody in this band, having that outlet and having that opportunity to do what you love with other people who are doing what they also love to do.
Which is absolutely fantastic, and what we support around here, Everybody's getting a chance to do what they love, and that's why you out there need to get to their website, DemonicaandtheDarklings.com, Demonica with a K. Get out there, help support them, because as you can tell, very nice people. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chad.
Now, I'm dying to know, this is a personal question. On your album, you do a couple cover songs. Every Day is Halloween by Ministry. Wonderful, wonderful. And another cover song, which is a great song and very well done. But why Justin Timberlake?
That was because Demonica had mentioned to me something like, oh yeah, like Cry Me a River's a really cool song. I'm like, what? Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake? What? and she kept raving about it, and I'm like, what? So I downloaded it, and I heard it, and I too was mesmerized and immediately fell in love with it. And so we were just fooling around at band practice. Shortly after I'd played it, or I'd heard it for the first time, and then much to Devlin's horror and dismay, we started just, I just started playing the bass line to it, and then she started singing, and then we looked at each other like, oh, we can totally do this. And Devlin's like, really?
And it worked out really well.
It did.
We made it our own, and it came out beautiful.
You out there, stick around for a fantastic undead performance from Demonica and the Darklings. Don't forget to go to their website, demonicaandthedarklings.com. Demonica with a K. Remember that. And now, I don't know, something.
Look, is that Bill Moseley? Yeah, he's a real killer. Oh, tattoo contest. Oh, yeah, I won that last year. Oh, that was great. Zelda. Oh, it's Santa, you dick. Wait. That means my zombie has returned from his quest. Ralph! What news do you bring?
I have returned from my quest.
I just said that! And?
Oh, I discovered mustard.
Do you see what I have to work with here? What of the mansion?
I found it. And Fred lives there now with Jack. And Jack has I saw the TV of this box thing.
Perfect. Oh, look!
What?
A squirrel! Go! Now I can get my payment for all the spills. I made it all happen. Ralph found Jack for me, not Fred, that idiot, that dick. I, Zeta, zombie gypsy queen, will take my revenge.
Squirrel! I got a squirrel for you, my queen.
Get out! Out!
I'm sorry. My queen. Sorry.
Stupid zombies. Gee. Oh, look. There's Robert England. Yeah, we dated once. And that those scars and that glove. Oh, yeah. He's a hottie. Wonder whatever happened to him. Oh, get that Jack. Stupid Ralph. Ugh.
Among the very frightening and fiendish things that we have seen today, I found a thing of beauty. Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. Thank you.
So, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Victoria DeMare. I'm currently Hollywood's hottest scream queen. I've been the actress / model who's appeared in Girls and Corpses magazine the most since it's been published, which is 3.
Congratulations.
Very much.
So, of course, being in Girls and Corpses, a wonderful magazine that we hold very dear to our moldering heart. Do you like posing with corpses?
I love it. I love it. I want to continue to hold the record of being the most photographed model to appear in the magazine. So I say to Robert Ryan, bring it on.
Definitely a supporter of necromance.
Absolutely.
As we are as well. Is there any favorite memory that you have, either from the Girls and Corpses or from any of the movies that you're in right now, that you'd like to share?
I'd like to share the Jesus story, which is actually in this, was the winter issue of '09, that Robert photographed me personally for himself in the magazine at his house. And that was very fun because I had to balance on this tiny little piece of wood up on a crucifix to appear as Jesus in this issue. So I think that was one of the most memorable photo shoots recently that I can comment on.
And that just sounds like a Christmas card to me.
It is a Christmas card. I totally agree. I think that should be the 2011 Girls and Corpses magazine calendar of December, is me as Jesus on the cross.
I like it. What do you guys think, huh? So, if anybody wants to stalk you at home, where can they find out all the gory details about you?
Awesome. ScreamQueenDeMare.com.
You got that? All right. You should. Write it down.
My name is Lin Shaye, and I love acting.
Well, we are so glad because you are so good at it. So, 2001 Maniacs, you're back again.
Yes, sir. I hope for many, but there might be more. The audiences seem to just love Buckman and Granny, so I hope we have many more installments.
Well, what's not to love? You know, a murderous, fun family. It's a good time. So, what has changed from the first movie into this as far as your character goes?
I had a lot more to do in this film, which made it a lot, more fun for me. I think her leadership is a little more apparent, and her love and sexual desire for Bucky is also a little more apparent. And that relationship really grew between me and Buckman. It's very clear. Tim wrote a wonderful scene, which I hope everyone loves. It's kind of a throwback to them as two young lovers, where she's the Southern belle and he's the hero with the sword, and they have kind of a love scene on this couch, this beautiful old couch, Victorian couch, and so you learn a little bit more about who they were before all this happened, and I love that. It gives you a sense of history for the characters.
And that is one thing that I love, and that's something I loved about the first movie so much, is the depth of characters and the depth of history. Yes, it is a gory, wonderful, boobalicious film, but it also has a real heart to it and a really good story, and so this continues that.
Yeah, it's really people trying to find a sense of peace and justice having been through war, and it gives me goose pimples because that is a very timeless theme. And when we did the first one, I felt very proud of myself as an actor because I kind of brought that point up to Tim, and I said there's got to be a reason that we're doing this. It's not just because we love eating people, that there's and we discussed it. And the montage in the first film, where everyone sort of speaks out different things that happen to them in this sort of crazy montage at the end of the film, I sort of precipitated that with Tim, and we've carried that through, I think, to this one too. So Tim is great. Tim is really one of the most wonderful people and spirits that I've ever worked with. He's full of joy and commitment and clarity. A lot of great things.
Well, he is definitely one of our favorite fiends and directors. Do you have any favorite memories from the set of this one?
We shot in Iowa, and we had a very short period of time that we were shooting. It came up really fast. We all got there. Everybody brought their A game, and I think the flash dance sequence was one of my favorites. And that had a lot of attention around it too, because we weren't sure how we were going to shoot it or do it, and were we going to wear our regular clothes, or we were going to wear flash dance stuff, and so it was that was an interesting problem to solve at the moment, and that was a big memory of the film for me, actually.
Let the games begin.
Attention, groovy ghoulies. The time has finally come, yes indeed. Demonica and her devilish Darklings have descended upon the mansion on bat wings for your dead light. And now, a few murderous maladies for your entertainment. Please welcome Demonica and the Darklings. Well, you guys are absolutely horrific. This is absolutely incredible. Why don't you own their album? I want to know. Write me. Get it. Shelter, Demonica and the Darklings. Amazing, wonderful stuff. Thank you so much for taking the time to finally get down to the... Oh, thank you so much. And we want to induct you into our dearly departed family. So anytime you're in the neighborhood, just drop on by. Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Of course, you can check out all our stuff, myspace.com/darkestjack, and, of course, darkestjack.com. Don't forget to go to Demonica and the Darklings.com. That is Demonica with a K. Do not forget. Go now. Well, not now, but later. You know the drill. So, would you honor us with one more song? Ah, wonderful. How wonderful. So, let's listen to these morbid sounds. And until next slime kitties, sweet nightmares.
Other things that go bumping the night. To me, every day is Halloween. I've given up hiding and have started to buy.